Hello everyone, I'm Captain Mick56 inside Build-A-Boat for Treasure. This is my newest vehicle. I've got monster truck tires inside of it, a counterweight, a lot of normal stuff that I do, but this one did not perform as well during initial tests as I would have liked. I'm going to show you what happens after I work on it for like another hour after I did a video yesterday. A little hard to control. Come on, thing, go, go, go. No, don't turn around backwards. That's not going to work. I need to make it clear so I can see through it. Or, well, partly transparent. Alright. Made it! Okay, cool. So now I'm going to load a video that I did yesterday and show you the pain that it took to make that. Hello everyone, I'm Captain Mick56 inside Build-A-Boat for Treasure. Today I'm showing you what is kind of a miserable failure, but I want to show you because I do this on a lot of my builds and I never show the miserable failure. I never even record it. So what you end up seeing is kind of the done product, or after I have learned how not to fail. This is just the pain that I go through sometimes when I don't quite know what I'm going to build. And I sort of just start with a basic idea, and then I proceed down this path haphazardly and without any caution whatsoever, and I just end up blowing a bunch of time. And you know, sometimes it turns out really well. That's why I'm just as shocked as it looks like I'm shocked, or sounds like I am, because you know, this was my process, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it's like this, where it's a little painful to watch. To think about the amount of time I put into this thing, and then I don't end up getting anything really out of it. So I might, at the end of all of this, I might salvage this vehicle. It's supposed to be kind of a rolling basket kind of thing, or just a rolling cylinder. My idea originally was to have the seat be a pilot seat and have it rotate the drum, you know, the cylinder, and then have a big counterweight inside of it that kept thrusters level, and I would use the thrusters for forward momentum, you know, forward power, and then I would just roll the basket along to sort of get over the rocks and help manage things. The result was not as fun as I thought it was going to be, and I've got some other ideas. So by the end of this thing, I had the thrusters in there. I have 4 thrusters on it, and they're all like, you know, reverse firing, pushing me forward essentially. But I need to put in some downward facing thrusters, you know, some thrusters to give me downforce, and then and also I was thinking about putting some thrusters to make the barrel spin rather than me spinning it with my chair. So I would attach my chair then to the counterweight rather than how I'm just showing I'm doing here, and that would keep my chair level. And then if I needed to take off flying, there's a possibility that I would actually be in the right orientation. Yeah, this was over an hour of monkeying around. I condensed it into this video, which is 7.5 minutes right now, and doing the narration as I'm watching it with you guys. And oh yeah, I'm tired because, you know, that was an hour of wasted time. And here I'm trying to do protection blocks, and decided that instead of building them all independently, I would just build a couple of them and then clone them. And that ended up being just about as much of a pain as it was to probably do them independently. But sometimes that happens too. The important thing is, when you're starting on a build like this, and it seems like you're not getting anywhere, I guess don't quit, or quit while you're ahead. There's all kinds of phrases. You ever hear the phrase hindsight is 20/20? That would have been nice here. So had I been able to look back into the past, or look into my future rather, and see how that was going to play out, that could have saved me a lot of time. Right there, I'm just lining up the portal with the chair, so I drop directly into the chair. And there I had to raise the portal above the protection block, because otherwise it's just stuck to the protection block, and then there's my little support structure for the portal. And it's about time to take a ride down the river. Or not. Totally backwards. I don't know how many times I, tried this again and again and again. It was a lot. This is not completely unusual either. The only unusual part about this is that usually I don't make a video out of it. Usually I don't record the pain. I try to forget the pain. So here I decided that the interior counterweights weren't enough, so I'm adding an exterior counterweight. That's a lot heavier, and then I'm looking at the inside going, it's still not working right. And then I realized my counterweights on the inside were tied to the barrel so it wouldn't spin. Needs to be free spinning on those hinges. So fix that. I had something else wrong. And for the longest time I had the jets and the thrusters that were right next to my seat were collision on. Well, I thought with collision off on the seat that I wouldn't have to mess with the collision on the jets and the thrusters, that I would automatically go through it. But of course my avatar is there, and I think it was actually getting stuck on me. So I had to collision off the jets and the thrusters, which is perfectly fine. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier, but hindsight's 2020. And there I thought, well, maybe I didn't raise those things up enough because it has some kind of a weird binding thing going on. So I raised them up another 0.5, and that kind of didn't work either. So back to the drawing board again. And I'm gonna pound my way down there. I don't think this is the time I actually made it to the treasure. You'll notice that when I make it to the treasure, the video ends rather promptly because I was like, oh, I'm so done with this. Oh, there, yeah, that's right. I had to add an extra counterweight. I'm like, oh, it needs to be heavier. Trial and error, my friends. Lots of error, lots of trial, lots of both. But, it's a fun process. I still love Build-A-Boat. Build-A-Boat for Treasure is like the best building game ever. I mean, if Minecraft had, wheels and the ability to move your stuff and the ability to destroy independent blocks with something other than TNT, that would be great. But I just can't do it. No offense to that game, but this one's so much better. Not Roblox in general. There's a lot of Roblox games that just don't stand up, but Build-A-Boat for Treasure, totally fallen in love here. Not particularly with this vehicle, but, with the game. And I moved those two thrusters down all the way. I was like, oh, this is too much force on the top. Had to balance it a little bit. Yeah, you can see how that worked out for me. You get a real good view of the entire map from a distance. I forget what I changed right there. I think this is getting pretty close to the time I actually made it to the treasure. Yeah, so here we go. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's been an interesting one. Have a great rest of your day.